Good morning, guys. It is fall, opening day of the Minnesota small game season here. So we are out looking for some grouse this morning. We just got back on the logging road that I hunt. A little later start this morning. It's a little bit before 8 o'clock, but really heavy dew and a little bit of fog this morning. So I wasn't in a super hurry to get out here. Warmer than it was supposed to be too. We were supposed to be down in the 40s, but I think we're sitting right at 53 is what my truck is saying right now. So it's a little warmer than I was hoping for walking the dog. We did have frost this week. We had Wednesday right at 32 with a pretty good frost, and then it was 37 degrees on the following day on Thursday. So it's definitely fall. Thick. It is September 16th, so the woods are thick, but I will say one thing, with the drought we've had all summer, it's been incredibly dry, and the woods are thinner than they normally would be. Leaves are starting to drop. Things are going to happen quick this fall, most likely, just because of that drought, as far as the woods opening up. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of shooting today. The grouse numbers should be up. I've been seeing a lot of birds around, and I am expecting a pretty good little hunt here this morning. Put a few hours in until Nala is tired out or too hot. You do have water in the truck. That's one thing. If you're going out with your dog, you're going to want to make sure you bring water. Everything has been incredibly dry from what I've seen. The little watering holes that are on this area that I normally walk, I'm going to bet that they're totally dry. So if you're going out with your dog, make sure you bring water, and probably water for yourself too. So we got about 10 minutes till we get back into the area I'm going to walk. So I'm going to shut her off, and we'll see you on the trail. Guys. Just got out to the spot we want to hunt. I did see one grouse on the road. Stopped, and I was going to maybe get out and try to walk up to it, and it flew before I could even get out of the truck. And I have met 3 pickup trucks, and I just met a 4-wheeler here. And I'm to the spot I want to hunt, and it looks like the 4-wheelers ran this main trail. I know they came down the main part of this road, but I think they hit this leg of the trail that I was going to walk. As thick as everything is, I mean, they're not going to see grouse unless they're right out on the road. So I'm not too worried about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back the way I came in, and then there's an area off trail. I'm going to hit that spot first. Then I'm going to come back to my trail. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of time to cool down. Any of those grouse that were back off the trail, hopefully they're going to be out and moving. And if they're there, Nala's going to smell them. We're going to find them. So I'm going to let the dog out of the truck. We're going to backtrack just about a quarter mile, and then walk a little different leg that does not get hit by any ATVs or really anyone else for that matter. The grass is going to be long. It's a heavy dew this morning, so we're probably going to get a little wet, but we'll give it a shot. Come on, girl. Come on. Good dog. Good dog. Up into a tree, and I think it jumped right back out of the tree. Hey, first grouse of the year. Catch it up, girl. Oh, just got our first grouse of the year. Fetch it up, girl. She doesn't know where it is. She didn't see it go down. She flushed it, though. Right there. Good girl. Come on. Where's the bird? Fetch. Bring it here. Hey, good dog. Good dog. There we are. Young one. Young gray. We'll take it. Grouse number 1. Come on, girl. All right, it's a 4th flush of the day here, but again, in these maples, I don't know how it shows up on camera, but it's really dark and gloomy under here. And the dog literally ran 2 feet from me, just zoomed back here. And I couldn't tell if I heard a flush or if it was just her feet, because she was running hard. And then the second I stepped back in here, a bird flushed. And I don't know if she bumped it and it was just sitting up in one of these trees maybe, but I never even saw the bird. And I was probably within 10 yards of it. So I think it was sitting up in a tree. I think she must have bumped it up. But again, these birds love these maples just because of the cover over top of them. It's not food for them, you know, they're not in here eating buds or anything off of them, but they're just by the edges of the trails and they're just hiding back here where the hawks can't get them. So we're not even halfway done with the trail. We got 4 grouse flushes or keep at her. But these groups of maples like this, it's thick and the birds will just sit under them. Makes it pretty tough to get any shooting though. Got him. What you got there, girl, huh? What you got there? Huh? What you got there? Are you warm? Huh? Are you warm? Oh, that's a pretty red. I don't know if that's an adult bird or not, but big tail feathers on it. All right. Got our second bird. We flushed a bird back off the trail. Came back in looking for it to see if it had landed. Nothing. I just blew the whistle for the dog. Let's head back to the trail. And she flushed another one. And so I walked back even further, looking for it. Nothing. Blew the whistle for her to come back and was kind of standing waiting for it. She flushed another bird. And so then I walked back here and she flushed a 4th bird off trail here. And this one went up into this big brightly colored maple tree. And I was able to get him. The other bird flushed up over here, so I think we're gonna go. This little slough here is where all the birds were kind of, well, the last couple anyway, were sitting, and then another one off the, oh gosh, probably 200 yards from here was where the first birds were sitting. So we're gonna hit the back end of this and just make sure there ain't other birds sitting here. Oh well, we got another bird. I think we flushed 5 or 6 back there. You can see the trail behind me. Just something to keep in mind here when you're chasing grouse in the early season, it's thick. And if you're gonna chase flushes off the trail, you gotta have a compass, or I know our phones nowadays have GPS and all that stuff, and that does help as long as you're certain you're gonna be in an area that gets signal. Because I went back after those birds, I don't know, 1/4 mile down the trail, and this is where I popped back out. So you just you got to know your directions. You got to know the direction you're heading, and if you are hunting an area with trails, you can get by with it because you just got to know the direction you head back to get back to the trail. But as I just did, you might not come out in the same spot. I'm a lot further toward the beginning of this leg than I was almost to the very end of it when I went back after those birds. But a lot of single birds today, although I did finally at the end get a group of 3 birds together. I think that makes 9 flushes back here. We got 2 birds, so considering a lot of people say they're not hunting, it's too thick, you can't see anything, you can't get birds, still worth coming out. You're gonna still find birds, and you're still gonna get birds. Everybody loves a nice frosty morning in October, but I don't know, once hunting season opens, I gotta be in the woods. Oh, I don't think we got that on film. I just missed 2 grouse, I think. I don't think I got either one of them. One down the trail just over this knob, one up into this thick stuff. 3 of them sitting here together. Oh, that bird's flopping. I got that bird. I can't believe I got that bird. Come on, girl! I cannot believe I got that bird. I turned, I swung, I shot. I thought I missed him. And I can hear him up here flopping. Come on, Nala. There we go. Nice flush. Nice shot. Hey, hey, come. Right over here, girl. Come on. She didn't even know where it was. She was on the first bird. We flushed 3 birds here. I got shooting at the first. Atta girl. Atta girl. Good dog. Good dog. Great big gray bird. Just beautiful. I don't think I hit the first bird. Oh, look at the size of that one. Oh man, pretty bird. Hey, you good dog. Said it a couple times today. We're in these young maples again. You know, there's the aspen, the popple trees are up, but the maples are really holding their leaves. And we just had 3 birds. I pulled on the first bird and I just saw it bank, couldn't get on it. Another bird flushed down the trail, but there's a hill and I shot into the grass as it was flying. The dog was back in the woods. And then I come up over the hill quick and this one flushed back, and I cannot believe I hit this bird because it's so thick in here, but you pull, you swing through the bird. Swing through the bird with your gun, squeeze the trigger, and you know what? It happens. You'll get these guys. There you go, good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Here. Here. Back in. Good girl. Here. Oh, thank goodness for that rain on Thursday night, because there's at least a little bit of water. The main watering holes kind of on the swamps and some of the low spots are totally dry, but just in this hard-packed road where I'm at here, at least the dog can cool down a little bit and get a little bit of water. Drinking from a water bottle is great, but I know Nala would rather roll around in it to keep cool. What are you doing, girl, huh? What are you doing back there, girl? We got one hot, tired dog. It's coffee time for me. We're gonna take a drive down the road, let the dog rest. And if she seems like she wants to go again, we might hit one more short trail. Otherwise, we gotta be about done for the day. I'll go back home and take a shower, get some lunch, and we're gonna be going out bow hunting this evening. We got 3 grouse. And we flushed, I think, 16 birds this morning. I missed 2, got 3. The majority of the other birds I didn't even see. You just hear them flush. I think 3 or 4 of the other ones, I just barely caught a piece of them, but couldn't get up and get on them. So it's not overly warm this morning. It's just really humid. You can see it's overcast. It was misting a little bit on us when we first started, where you could feel the little raindrops hitting you on the face, and it was just terribly humid then. It's gotten a little less humid now. It's only supposed to be like 62 for a high today, but this humidity is tough on the dog. She's about done, so we're gonna let her cool down. We're gonna let her rest for a while, and we're just gonna take a drive down to the end of this logging trail and head back. There's one more short piece. It only takes about 15-20 minutes to walk it, that I might hit. Otherwise, it's head home, get some lunch, and we'll see you in a bow stand tonight. Got another one. Driving down the road through this really thick, nasty stuff, and caught one. Me and the dog jumped out, and that's bird number 4. That is a good opening day. We got a ways to go before we get to the end of the road, so we might come across some more birds, but in the truck drinking coffee like a true Minnesotan, I guess, driving the logging roads. There's another spot I do want to walk, maybe that's a short one with the dog, but I guess we're going to take what we can get. So excuse the messy hair. We jumped out real quick to go up and get this one. I think I shot over that bird. I don't know. Either flushed again or I got it. Well, almost. I was watching the dog work back there, and the bird jumped up a little further ahead of her. Had I quit walking, I probably would have had a great shot. He crossed right across the trail. And I ran back in because he flew really low, and I could just hear his wings tipping the brush as he went. So I was pretty sure he landed. And we went back after him. We got 3 more flushes. I did get the camera on, and I thought maybe I got that bird, but nope, must have been a miss. It wasn't laying there, the dog wasn't on it. But it's right about noon. That is Kind of lost track here, but we're over 20 flushes today. So even though the woods are thick, even though it's green, we got 4 grouse. And if you can flush 20 birds before noon, that's a pretty good Saturday. So we are making our way back. Well, this is about as good a way as I can expect to start hunting season 2023. Northern Minnesota grouse season opened today, and by noon we had over 20 flushes and got 4 beautiful grouse. So that is a great way to start the season. We are going to head out. We're going to do a little bow hunting tonight, and then I think tomorrow I'll probably get back in the grouse woods and try to get one more grouse hunt in for the weekend. But yeah, bird numbers look to be good in northern Minnesota. 4 beautiful rough grouse, and like I said, we had over 20 flushes this morning, so that's a pretty good day. Yeah, we're cleaning our birds here, and I had a sneaking suspicion we were going to find this, but I was flushing birds in the thicker cover, but near oak trees. And we are having a bumper crop of acorns this year. And that first grouse I popped open here, sure enough, got acorns in it. So if you're in the thick aspens, if you can find some oaks, that's where I was finding grouse sitting this morning. So just a little observation for you. All right, guys, so you saw our video from yesterday. Yesterday was opening day. It was just me and the dog kind of out pounding the woods a little bit. We hit some trails. We get off trail a fair amount. Today was me hunting with my kids. I took my 13-year-old out first thing this morning, and we walked one trail. It's a pretty long trail, but basically just stayed on trail the whole time. And flushed 9 grouse, got 1. And then I drove him over to his girlfriend's house for the afternoon. I came back through, saw 3 more birds myself, just walked one real short trail, and I ended up getting a bird. Cleaned those, had lunch, and decided my 7-year-old wanted to go out. We wanted to go practice with the 410. So we went out, did some shooting with the 410, 2.5-inch rounds. And we took just a quick 4-wheeler ride, and we came into 3 grouse. And we got 1 of those grouse. So 3 birds on the day. The bird numbers are definitely doing well. Today is Sunday the 17th, I believe it is. 2nd day of season. And we have already got 7 grouse. So we're doing all right this year. For the weekend, we had about 35 flushes. So it was a great weekend. So just a quick, I don't know, call it a video montage of today's hunt. I'm not going to do a full video on just today's hunt, just because it was a little less serious, just kind of me with the boys. But 3 more grouse, maybe get a mid-week hunt on Wednesday if I can manage it. Otherwise, we'll be back out next weekend. And if things are going to start to change, we're getting some color in the trees, and it's not going to be long, and those leaves are going to really start coming down. So we'll catch you later, maybe this week or next weekend in the woods again. All right, it's Sunday the 17th, 2nd day of hunting season. We're back out. A little foggy this morning, but it is cooler. It's 42 degrees right now. Here. Oh. Come on. Here. Come. Okay. There, we got one today. Finally got one to flush across the trail. Good dog. Not get the camera turned on. Oh, look at that. We got one. And I don't know who got it, but Junior back there says it was him. So either way, that's one for the day. Feels good. Sit. Sit. Another miss. Pretty bird. That's not how I normally do it. Got home and I was just gonna come out back and clean our bird. It's our first grouse. Look at that.